Hello there everybody, it's me Leo and welcome back to another Stardew Valley Legacy speed build. So starting off our third week into the series, we'll be working on the Wizard's Tower. So this is where the character Rasmodius lives. I mentioned him in another video before, I think it was in my Pierre's General Store video, but Stardew Valley has some kind of a supernatural element involving a lot of supernatural creatures and supernatural characters, and Rasmodius, he is the one that pretty much ushers you into it. So the first time you enter his Wizard's Tower, you will find out a lot about some mysterious events that have been happening all around the town, and I think he's there to really enlighten your character as to the supernatural happenings around Stardew Valley. So Rasmodius, he's a little bit more of the mysterious side. I also see him as sort of like a gentleman type character where, you know, he's very proper. He is he's very hilarious actually in many cases, because he, I don't know, just the way his demeanor is and the way he speaks is like so sort of like Renaissance-ish or like something like that. I don't know, he's very Shakespearean, I guess that's a really good word of describing his character. And yeah, he has a very secretive story to him as well, but based on what I understand from, you know, being a fan of Stardew Valley and from reading around, I think that he at some point was married to the local witch. By the way, the witch in Stardew Valley, she is not a nice character. She actually curses your farm at some point, which is a random occurrence. She's not even like a major character that you can interact with. But anyway, back to Rasmodius. At some point, he was married to the local witch, and for some reason, they both decided to end their marriage, which for me is somewhat of a mystery, but I'd like to think that a lot of this is because of their quote-unquote daughter, Abigail, which, by the way, that's just a theory, a game theory. Oh my gosh, did I really have to do that? But yeah, I have this thing where I believe that Abigail is actually the daughter of Rasmodius and the witch, and you know, maybe the reason why Rasmodius and the witch's marriage ended up is because, for some reason, is because of Abigail. I don't know. But to be fair, Abigail does look a lot like Rasmodius. Like, both of them have purple hair. So literally that's the only evidence I can think of. But yeah, they have a very, like, a really interesting story, and I wish I've gotten to know Rasmodius more actually, but he's just such a mysterious character, so yeah. Anyway, about the build, this was actually one of the more difficult builds in the series, I gotta be honest, because it was so hard to really combine the floor plan and the layout with the exterior and how it looks like, because they just don't correspond to each other, not in the slightest. So from the outside, the Wizard Tower, it looks like this octagonal or even like circular, like, you know, tower thing. But when you actually go inside, it's actually got a more square rectangle floor plan. So I'm like, okay, how is this gonna translate to make a cohesive and coherent structure? So yeah, it was quite tricky, but I did try my best to, you know, just work with what I got, and this is what I came up with. So basically what I tried to do is I tried to find like a good in-between between the exterior and interior, and I tried to make the spaces look like the one as they appear in the game, and yeah, I think I'm really happy with how it all came together. I also noticed that in the like the recent update, like, I don't know if it's recent or not, but in the updated version of Stardew Valley, like the layout of the interior slightly changed a little bit, because now there's like this little book, like there's this little tome area. You guys can see it with like the purple floored area in the interior, but that is a new area that I don't think existed before, because I've seen pictures online where the interior of the Wizard's Tower was slightly different. So I think that might have been added at some point in like the update or something. So yeah, anyway, you guys, I gotta talk about the drama that was happening this past weekend. So you guys know how I always upload and schedule my videos to be published at certain times, and all of them have to be published at the same time because I'm committed to this series, you guys. Like, I knew starting this off that I would have to work really hard. I have to be under stress to, you know, make the uploads and, you know, publish all of them on time. Well, when I published my video on Friday, which was Leah's Cottage, I was really surprised at first that it didn't look like anybody was watching it, because it came up, you know, at the same time when my videos typically does, which is 6 p.m. Philippine time. But you know, when I checked to see if the video was published, and I think I checked at about maybe 6:30 or something, I noticed that it wasn't showing up on my channel. So I checked to see if I published it correctly, and I did. And basically, it only appears when I like go to the playlist or something, but it doesn't really appear on my feed or on my channel. So I was like, okay, something's wrong. At first I thought it was like something with like the YouTube algorithm or something. I was really scared that it was like something about the YouTube algorithm, because I know that something happens when, like, you know, less people watch your videos. Because obviously not as many people watch my Simju Valley series compared to, you know, my regular speed builds, which is you know, which is something that I'm aware of when I decided to do the series. But to compensate for the less people watching, I knew that I was gonna make it into a daily series, because you know, I think that would offset the, you know, the lesser amount of traffic coming to my channel. So I was like, you know, I think everything's fine, because generally, like, as of now, I think I'm getting like the same amount of views I would if I uploaded, you know, a regular speed build that you know, was only uploaded once a week, as opposed to this series, which I typically upload daily on a weekday basis. Plus, I also wanted to experiment a little bit and see if I can handle having, you know, a daily series and how that would affect my channel. So I was really worried that that was the case, but I don't think it is, actually, now that I think about it, because what I did is, first of all, I had like a major freak out online. I was tweeting, I was on my, you know, I was, you know, posting stuff on my YouTube thing, and basically many people couldn't find the videos. Like, I don't understand why. For some reason, that video just refused to be published or to be available to be viewed in public. So I did not know. So basically what I did is that I took the video down and I re-uploaded it. I scheduled it for like Saturday at, I think, 12 p.m. or something, or 9 p.m. on a Saturday for me in Philippine time, and lo and behold, it worked. For some reason, I just had to re-upload the video, and I was so confused, to be honest. Like, I do not even know what was wrong, because YouTube never really glitches out on me. It's never done this to me before, and I've been on YouTube for like 5 years. Like, that's a very long amount of time for me to experience all of these glitches, and that was just such a weird thing that happened, which I hope never happens, because I'm still gonna publish videos. I'm still gonna pre-record everything a couple of days in advance and get them to make sure that, you know, I would have the videos come up on time. So you guys don't have to worry about it. I felt like I just had to rant about that and address the issue. So hopefully you guys wouldn't hate me for that incoherent rant, but I don't know, that was just really weird, and I just had to get that off my chest. So that's that. Anyway, it's all water under the bridge, so let's go ahead and get back to talking about the build. So basically the first 2 levels of this build is heavily based on the Wizard's Tower in Stardew Valley. Now, because they don't show the living areas of the wizard in Stardew Valley, I had no idea how it looked like. So the 2 upper levels of this tower, I had to completely improvise and kind of just, you know, ad-lib it to how I feel like it would work out. So yeah, basically the first floor, it's where all of the magic stuff happens. We're actually on Cribs now. You know, that's a reference to the show Cribs, by the way, if nobody gets it. You know, this is where the magic happens. Okay, never mind. Do people still watch that? Is that show still on? Anyway, but yeah, the ground floor, it has all of these pentagrams and spell books and stuff. The second floor, it's more of like the library area. The third floor, obviously, it's where the kitchen, dining room, and the bathroom is. And then the topmost floor is kind of like the master bedroom slash just the bedroom sleeping area or something. So yeah, I don't know, I just went for like a really medieval look to this build. Like you guys can see me right now putting in some cobwebs. Oh, and yes, the basement area, where there's this little relic thing. I don't even know. I haven't played that far into Stardew Valley to actually unlock that area, but I think this is like an endgame thing or something where you kind of get to access the wizard's basement, and in the basement there's like this one object or like artifact that gives you like the power to teleport or something, or like change your appearance. I think it's the thing that changes your appearance. I have no idea how to replicate that. So what I did, you guys will see me do it later on, I put just a relic that came with, I think it was Jungle Adventure, because that's the closest thing I can think of to, you know, some sort of like magical object that I could put there. If you guys have any suggestions, like please let me know what I can put there to make it vaguely similar to how they have it in Stardew Valley, because I really want to have that like sort of magical item in that area, so please let me know. But yeah, working on the wizard's bedroom, once again I had to completely ad-lib this because I had no idea like how his bedroom looked like, but once again I just went for like this more medieval look. Though what's really interesting about this particular level is that I added a little balcony. You know, I felt like the whole thing was a little bit monotonous, so I was like, you know what, why not throw in like a little balcony area for the wizard to, you know, get some fresh air. I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to spice things up a little bit, so I went ahead and just added a balcony. And yeah, I don't think I even put anything there. I don't even know if I could put like a functional item there, maybe like an archaeology table or something like that, I don't know, but there's a balcony. And yeah, pretty much finishing off the wizard's bedroom by throwing in a couple of living stuff such as this office desk and, you know, little TV and, you know, a little pew. Yes, it's one of those church looking chairs or something, so, you know, nothing too crazy. And I just tried to make it look as coherent with my other Stardew Valley Legacy builds, so that's that. And yeah, this is where I was trying to figure out like what I was gonna put here, and I decided to just put a little relic or something. I did enlarge it. I believe these relics that came with Jungle Adventure, you can like make wishes or something. I have not played Jungle Adventure like whatsoever. I really need to know more about this. I'm sorry, but yeah, you could probably interact with it at some point or something. I don't know, but yeah, you guys let me know what else I can put here, because I know you guys know what else I can, like, you guys know a better item that I can put here. Or if you guys like the idea of having a relic underground, let me know which relic I should use to kind of like have a similar effect to the thing in Stardew Valley. So yeah. For the landscaping, I had no idea what I was gonna do, yeah, I just tried to make it look as similar to Stardew Valley. So, you know, there's a lot of pine trees. I noticed that in the region of Cindersap Forest, there's like a lot of pines. So I just, you know, incorporated that, even though there weren't a lot of pine trees necessarily surrounding this area in Windenburg, which is where we're building it right now. Like, yeah, we are in the island region, which, by the way, just to give you guys a little bit of a disclaimer, our next build will also be located in this region as well, and it'll also be like some sort of like a magical little area as well, so hopefully you guys look forward to that. But yeah, nothing too crazy happening here in the garden area. I'm just trying to choose certain plants that I felt like was you know, like the same as the one they had in Stardew Valley. So yeah, that's what I went with. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this build. I'm just gonna add a couple more details, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. What do you expect to see on our 3rd week of this series? Because we've been doing it for quite a while now, so hopefully you guys are having a lot of fun. And please, you guys, I don't really talk about this a lot, but please let me know your ideas for the rules of the Let's Play as well. And also some character names, especially like some of the surnames for the characters. Just please let me know. And yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. You all have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.